And then the coolest part, and this is what I'm working on, what are the foods you can eat? If you're interested in in grooming, cultivating, raising these bacteria in your body, this is what I'm finding out so far. So remember, Odorobacter, Oscillobacter, Cristianicella, and Akkermansia. All right, Akkermansia we know, right? We've talked about this before. Pomegranates, dried cranberries, Concord grape, the juice or the whole thing. There's some more players. Chili peppers can actually do it as well. Black raspberries can do it. If you've ever been to dim sum, where they steam their soup dumplings, it's like a treat, absolutely delicious. Guess what? The vinegar that they serve in those restaurants, along with those soup dumplings, is Chinese black vinegar, Sichuan vinegar. That vinegar grows Akkermansia in the body. Pretty cool, right?
Wow.
So I've talked about salsa, spicy, about dim sum, all right? Pomegranate, think about all the Middle Eastern cultures that actually have used pomegranate in their cooking. Cranberries, Turkey Day cranberry, all right? There's healthy ways of actually doing that too. So again, these are achievable ways to actually cultivate this one bacteria, which, by the way, if you have it and you have cancer and you're getting immunotherapy, this one bacteria, Akkermansia eosinophilus, has been shown in human studies to be critical for helping you respond to the cancer treatment. So this is not like maybe I wonder if I should. This could wind up becoming a life and death decision. Other foods, by the way, that actually answer resistant starches, day-old rice, cook rice, steam rice, put it in the fridge, have it the next day. You've turned steamed rice, fresh rice, which is a starch, into a resistant starch. All right, potato, gonna roast a potato. All right, if you roast it healthily, if you don't eat it all, stick your leftovers in the fridge. Guess what? That temperature change changes the chemistry of the starch. The next day when you have it, even if you heat it up again, resistant starch, that grows some of these four players. These are like the four horsemen of longevity that we think we may be onto. Again, this is not a conclusion. This is an observation.
Sure.
But an exciting one.
Very
resistant starches. All right. Oatmeal also, has some ability to grow some of these bacteria as well. So again, you sort of, we're starting to reverse engineer. What can we learn from people who are super old, that are in good health? What's in their body that's a standout? Gut microbiome, it's the undiscovered country. We're beginning to carve into it a little bit to figure out what's there. Now let's back it up. If those are important, are there foods that we can actually eat? Because as you pointed out, these are the early patterns.
Welcome everyone to an exciting continuation of our exploration into the fascinating world of the gut microbiome and its profound connection to our health and longevity. Today, we have the distinct privilege of once again learning from the insightful expertise of Dr. William Li, a physician and scientist who consistently translates complex scientific findings into practical, actionable steps for our daily lives. Following our discussion on the longevity bacteria found in supercentenarians, we now turn our attention to the delicious and readily available foods that emerging research suggests may help us cultivate these beneficial microbial allies within our own guts. Prepare to discover how simple dietary additions can potentially nourish your inner ecosystem and contribute to a longer, healthier future. Think back to our previous conversation about the groundbreaking research on the gut microbiome of individuals living past the remarkable age of 100. We highlighted the presence of four specific bacteria: Odorobacter, Oscillobacter, Cristianicella, and Akkermansia in significantly higher levels in these supercentenarians. While the precise mechanisms by which these bacteria contribute to longevity are still being investigated, initial findings suggest potential roles in improved immune function, better blood lipid profiles and insulin sensitivity, and enhanced cardiovascular and metabolic health. This naturally leads to a compelling question: how can we, in our daily lives, foster an environment within our gut that encourages the growth and activity of these beneficial microbes? Dr. Li, always at the forefront of translating scientific discovery into practical guidance, shares some of the preliminary yet promising research on specific foods that may help us cultivate these longevity bacteria. It is important to emphasize that this is an evolving area of study, and more research is needed to fully understand these relationships. However, the initial findings offer exciting possibilities for incorporating readily available foods into our diets to potentially support a healthier gut microbiome. One of the foods that has shown potential in supporting the growth of Akkermansia, a bacterium linked to cardiovascular and metabolic health, is the vibrant pomegranate. Dr. Lee describes the juicy, ruby red seeds of the pomegranate bursting with a slightly sweet and tart flavor. These seeds are rich in unique polyphenols, including punicalagins, which preliminary research suggests may have a positive impact on Akkermansia levels in the gut. Incorporating fresh pomegranate seeds into salads, yogurt, or smoothies, or enjoying pomegranate juice could be a delicious way to potentially nourish this beneficial bacterium. Another food that has shown promise in supporting Akkermansia is the humble dried cranberry. Dr. Lee evokes the slightly chewy texture and tart flavor of dried cranberries, a convenient and versatile snack. These small berries are packed with unique proanthocyanidins different from those found in other berries. Early research suggests that these compounds may also have a positive influence on Akkermansia in the gut. Adding dried cranberries to oatmeal, trail mix, or baked goods could be a simple and tasty way to potentially support this longevity bacterium. The Concord grape, with its deep purple hue and sweet, almost candy-like flavor, is another food that preliminary research indicates may be beneficial for Akkermansia. Dr. Lee describes the rich aroma and satisfying sweetness of these grapes, often used to make juice and jelly. Concord grapes are rich in specific types of polyphenols that early studies suggest could help to promote the growth of Akkermansia. Enjoying fresh Concord grapes when in season or opting for pure Concord grape juice in moderation might be another dietary strategy to potentially support this beneficial microbe. Interestingly, the fiery chili pepper, with its varying degrees of heat and distinct flavor profiles, has also emerged in preliminary research as potentially supportive of Akkermansia. Dr. Lee notes the diverse range of chili peppers, from mild to intensely spicy, each adding a unique dimension to culinary dishes. Certain compounds found in chili peppers, such as capsaicin, have shown some early indications of positively influencing Akkermansia levels in the gut. Incorporating chili peppers into your cooking, according to your tolerance for spice, might offer an additional way to potentially support this bacterium. The dark and luscious black raspberry, with its intense berry flavor, is another food that preliminary studies suggest could be beneficial for Akkermansia. Dr. Lee describes the deep, almost earthy sweetness of black raspberries, often enjoyed fresh or used in jams and desserts. These berries are rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that early research hints may also have a positive impact on Akkermansia in the gut. Adding black raspberries to smoothies, yogurt, or enjoying them as a snack could be another delicious way to potentially support this longevity bacterium. Finally, Dr. Lee mentions the intriguing possibility of Chinese black vinegar, with its unique smoky and complex flavor profile, in potentially supporting Akkermansia. This vinegar, often used in Asian cuisine, undergoes a specific fermentation process that results in a distinct composition. Early research suggests that certain compounds found in Chinese black vinegar might have a positive influence on Akkermansia levels in the gut. Incorporating this vinegar into salad dressings or sauces could be another avenue to explore, keeping in mind the need for further research. Turning our attention to other longevity bacteria, Dr. Lee highlights the potential benefits of resistant starches for the broader gut microbiome. Resistant starches are a type of carbohydrate that resists digestion in the small intestine and instead ferments in the large intestine, providing nourishment for beneficial bacteria. Foods like day-old rice cooked and then cooled potatoes, green bananas, and certain legumes are good sources of resistant starches. Incorporating these types of foods into our diet can help to feed a variety of beneficial gut bacteria, potentially including Acilobacter and Christensenella. Dr. Lee suggests simple swaps like using cooled rice in salads or enjoying cold potato salad. Lastly, Dr. Lee revisits the humble oatmeal, a food we have discussed in previous conversations for its own unique health benefits. Emerging research suggests that the beta-glucans and other fibers found in oatmeal may also have a positive impact on the gut microbiome, potentially supporting the growth of beneficial bacteria. Enjoying a bowl of plain oatmeal, perhaps with the addition of some of the other beneficial foods mentioned like berries, could be a simple and nourishing way to support a healthy gut. It is crucial to reiterate that this research is preliminary, and more studies are needed to fully understand the specific effects of these foods on the longevity bacteria. However, Dr. Lee emphasizes that incorporating a diverse diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, resistant starches, and potentially these specific foods is a generally healthy approach that can support a thriving gut microbiome, which in turn may contribute to overall health and longevity. The key is to view these dietary suggestions as part of a broader pattern of healthy eating rather than as isolated cures. Now, before we conclude our discussion and encourage you to explore these potentially gut-friendly foods in your own diet, we want to build a supportive community around this fascinating topic. If you are finding Dr. Lee's insights into foods that may support longevity bacteria intriguing and are inspired to incorporate some of these into your daily meals, please take a moment to like this video. Share it with your friends and family who you believe could also benefit from this knowledge. Subscribe to our channel for more empowering content on health and well-being. And most importantly, we invite you to share your own thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you already incorporated any of these foods into your diet? Have you noticed any changes in your digestion or overall well-being? What are some of your favorite ways to enjoy these potentially gut-friendly foods? Your stories and insights can inspire others and help us build a collective understanding of how to nourish our inner ecosystem for better health. Let's learn and grow together. In conclusion, Dr. Lee reminds us that the emerging research on the gut microbiome of supercentenarians and the foods that may support beneficial bacteria offers an exciting glimpse into the intricate connection between our diet and our potential for a long and healthy life. While more research is needed to fully elucidate these relationships, incorporating a diverse diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, resistant starches, and potentially these specific foods like pomegranates, dried cranberries, Concord grapes, chili peppers, black raspberries, Chinese black vinegar, and oatmeal is a generally healthy and potentially gut-supportive approach that we can all embrace. He encourages us to consider incorporating one or two of these potentially beneficial foods into our diet this week, and to pay attention to how our bodies feel. Experimenting with new recipes and exploring the flavors and textures of these gut-friendly options can be a delicious and rewarding way to potentially nourish our inner ecosystem. Remember, small, consistent changes can have a significant impact on our long-term health. Now, as we conclude this enlightening discussion on foods that may support longevity bacteria, we want to invite you to become an active part of a supportive community dedicated to nurturing our gut health for a longer and more vibrant life. If you have found Dr. Lee's insights valuable and are motivated to explore these dietary strategies, please take a moment to like this video. Share it with your friends and family who you believe would also benefit from this knowledge. Subscribe to our channel for more empowering content on health and well-being. And most importantly, Please share your own experiences and tips in the comments below. What are some of the ways you plan to incorporate these potentially gut-friendly foods into your diet? Do you have any delicious recipes to share? Your stories and wisdom can provide invaluable support and encouragement to others on their own journeys towards a healthier gut microbiome and a longer, more vibrant life. Let's connect, share, and empower each other to nourish our inner world for optimal well-being. Thank you for joining us.